Our question from our viewer today is actually about eating raw sprouts. And so they have a little bit of a concern. What they want to know is it safe to eat raw sprouts given the risk of E. coli, Salmonella, other things like that?
This is a real issue, and when I first heard about it, I said, "Oh, that's not really going to happen." Until reports start trickling in. Once or twice a year, you'll hear on the evening news how many dozens of people got sick from eating sprouts. And when you think about the way sprouts are made, the new shoot that is coming out is emerging into an atmosphere where they keep it really humid and it's often dark. And if you're an E. coli bacteria, if the people handling those sprouts and seeds didn't really wash their hands well, this is a great place to create a little biofilm on the surface of the sprouts, and the E. coli can live in there. And people eat it in large amounts, put a big glob of it on your salad or on a sandwich, and you can give yourself a big enough dose to cause real intestinal infection. So it's a real issue here. So what's the best way around this? One is to do the sprouting yourself. These are mostly from commercial products where you buy a box of sprouts at the store, and it may have been in there for a week. You don't really know. You want to check the date. You want to find the date at the furthest in the future. So this is the freshest sprouts. Get it hopefully from a dealer that you trust. But the best thing, if you're a real regular sprout consumer, is get a little net sprouting bag and sprout your own. Wash your hands well, make sure it's really pure water. And if you're doing it under your own conditions with really high hygiene in your kitchen there you should have essentially no risk of E. coli from the sprouts that you create yourself. So that would be my advice. These are mostly, I think, on alfalfa sprouts, which are not my favorite sprout to begin with. They have an alkaloid called cannabinine that if you have sore joints can make them a little more sore. My favorite sprouts are sunflower sprouts and buckwheat sprouts. Those seem to be the safest. And they don't seem to be bothered by E. coli very much at all. So get the sprouts that are the freshest in the store there for the dates furthest in the future, only from a reputable sprout dealer that you know. If you're just wandered into a store for the first time, probably not a great idea to buy the sprouts until you get to know the store a bit better if it's a large commercial chain. And if you can, sprout it yourself under really good hygiene conditions at home, and the risk essentially drops to zero. So keep eating those sprouts. It's a really great way to get fresh, live energy into your diet. I'm a big sprout fan, but try to hold it to the sunflower sprouts and the buckwheat sprouts, and mung bean sprouts as well, that you sprout yourself at home. Hi, everyone. Dr. Michael Klaper here, announcing our new format for our Q&A with Dr. K. Each day, Annie Hagen will be asking me one question that's been sent in by our viewers. So if you want to see if your question is getting answered, do join us for our daily Q&A with Dr. K right here. Hope to see you then.